what the heck is going on? Please, you're the one that sent all the Twitter posts to me, and I was like, you just kept saying Domino's, Domino's.
Well, okay. So I was sending you was basically updates of just additional companies that are deciding to pull out of San Francisco. And the part where I was alluding to Domino's is a lot of companies look towards other companies as a signal for something, right? And once one makes a move, it's common for another one to follow suit. Kind of similar to how dominoes fall, right? When one
Yeah,
falls, it can kind of
another
trickle
one's
down the rest
yeah.
of everything else. And so some of the stuff that's happened in this past week, we already talked about Westfield Mall pulling out. Well, it's official.
Mhm.
They pulled out. Nordstrom's already closed. Nordstrom Rack already closed. Whole Foods already closed. Now you have the theater across the street from the Westfield Mall. They're going to be closing down.
Mhm. AT&T.
Yes, AT&T flagship store closing down. So, and what's significant about flagship stores closing down are these are usually stores that retail institutions, they put the pride into it. You know what I mean? It's not just another Joe Schmo kind of store.
Was 3 flagship stores now, and that's like a pride of, "Hey, this is what we represent of the best of our products." And they don't
Absolutely.
want it in there anymore. It's like, we're not even proud to put our products in this city anymore. Wow.
I think it's this like interesting piece. There's like individuals that are like super bullish that San Francisco is still great. There's a lot of value there.
Is it
That
bullish or delusion at this point?
Exactly. Is this the same thing that happened in Detroit when Detroit was on the downfall and everyone's like, no, this is like Speed City. This is where everything happens. And then all of a sudden it was a ghost town.
Mhm. I'm excited still, but not there's always growth when someone goes, "You can't stay on top forever." There's always gonna be growth on it somehow, so I'm just interested in seeing how San Francisco as a council reacts, and knowing that San Francisco is still great, don't get me wrong, it's still very historic, it's still the weather's still beautiful-ish if it has a good sunny day, if Carl the Fog doesn't ruin it, but everyone loves Fog anyway, so it's, like, great.
I mean, Carl the Fog, I think, has his own Twitter.
Yeah, it does. So, San Francisco is still but there's still a lot more to grow, and we got hit, and they got vulnerable in the sense of things are closing down, things that weaken. It's a good way to see where new San Francisco is, and I just found that very interesting.
I wonder, I mean, I think one of the larger indicators is not so much of like downtown being closed out, but if we start seeing a cooling off on the real estate there, I think then we've gotten to a point where, okay, things are starting to slip. Like real estate, people overpay to live there. But if people are going to start seeing that equity go down, I think that will be the telltale sign of something's going on beyond just a couple of retail
Yeah.
stores pulling out.
Yeah. So, all time can tell, but dang, just wanna see where it falls.
Okay, here's a quick update on the real estate market.
Alright.
So according to Redfin, the
Mhm.
median sale price of a home in San Francisco was $1.4 million. Um, In May 2023, home prices were down 6.7% compared to last year. Something after 27 days. And homes are on the market for almost double compared to what they were last year. So the average home was on the market for 27 days versus 16 days.
Oh, snap.
I think that's a little bit of a snapshot. I'm obviously looking this up while we're talking about it. So
Nah.
there are a couple of things that like, okay, like I'm saying a bunch of numbers here. What's this actually mean? Right? There's no comps. I don't know how that
Mhm.
compares to other cities or anything like that. And overall, the market slowed down a little bit. Like up here in Seattle, properties are sitting
Mhm.
a little bit longer. Prices have cooled a little
Really?
bit. So it could be just it's tracking to the average of what the market has been doing. But um, yeah, it like you said, time will tell.
Yeah. I think we'll keep this watch on just because, we kinda started it, and into a sense, we called it being more of a Gotham City, not we is the one that predicted it, but we noticed.
Absolutely.
People have that delusion, "San Francisco's so great." I'm like, "Dude, person, please."
Yeah.